Good evening, everyone. So, welcome back. So, now we are here for the presentation round of Data Challenge. We'll start in a minute or so. Hey, hi, Arman. Welcome back.
Hey Nitin, nice to see you again.
Yeah. So, we are all set to start, right?
Yep, we are.
Okay. So, we are going to start with Saswat first, or can you please confirm the name that who is going to present first? Arman, you're on mute. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. So the first who is going to present is Shashwat Mukherjee and Shruti Datta, team 89P30.
Okay, fine. So I'm going to add them.
Hi.
Hi, Shashwat. Hello,
Hi.
Shruti.
Hi. Hi. So we can present our screen.
Yes, you
Sure,
can.
please
Okay.
go ahead.
Just just a minute. Yeah. So is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, yeah, just a minute. Okay. So is Shruti here?
She
Shruti.
left. She was
Okay.
there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now
I think
behind.
there's having a she's having a network issue. Okay. I will start. Can we just wait for 1 minute then?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
she has joined. So I'm going to add her.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yes. Okay, then I'm starting. Yeah. So, hello everybody. My name is Shashwat Mukherjee, and with me I have my teammate Shruti Datta. Shruti, please go ahead.
I'm Shruti. Thank you.
And
So we're going to present our web application that which we hope to revolutionize the field of medical imaging using the power of NLP and some generative models. So Shashwat, if you will go ahead.
yes, so like basically our application aims to provide a user-friendly interface for generating complex medical conditions based on text prompts. So basically it will be like the future generation of X-rays. So because and the reason why we are tackling this kind of problem which we will also be exploring later in the slides is because broadly it's mainly due to the cost issue, and the second is accessibility and of the technologies which we are using to build this MVP. This is just the first stage of what we have built. It is using Python, HTML, CSS, and Flask for handling the website part of it, and for our machine learning model, we are using the Stable Diffusion AI API. So we have tested with two models. One is Stable Diffusion V14, and another is Stable Diffusion 2. And ultimately we used Stable Diffusion 2, but in our future projects, in our future progress in this project only, we are going to train our own data set, train our own model with our own data set, which is going to be specifically used for medical imaging. So the key features, if I have to expand on them, first is the text prompt generation. So users can input a text prompt specifying a medical condition such as MRI scan of brain with cancer or CT scan of abdomen with appendicitis. So what it will be actually be doing is it's going to be like a chat GPT of medical, it will be going to be chat GPT DALI, but for medical issues specifically. So once our app is called Radium, by the way. So Radium will then deploy advanced NLP techniques and generative models. For now, for our model, which for our MVP, we were using the APIs. But as I said before, we are going to develop our own model in the future versions of this to kind of depict a highly accurate and realistic model image of the medical condition. Apart from this, on the user side of it, it is going to be an interactive web interface. So the web application will be providing an intuitive and user-friendly interface, allowing seamless interactions. And the fourth part of it is the real-time results. So the time which which it will be taking for generating the results, it will be approximately the same time as it takes in DALI 2 or any of these text to image generation websites. And this, for if we compare it with an actual medical procedure like an X-ray or an MRI, it takes it takes certain, like, it takes few hours to get the result, and by the time it comes to us as customers, if I may use the term, it's almost half a day. So this is the mock-up which we did using Flask and everything. So this is the homepage of it. This is a very basic interface for Radium IO, where we will be entering the medical conditions, and we have to click on the generate image, and this is how the result page will look like. Where on the left side of it, there will be the generated image of the generated image. So based on our prompt, which was the MRI image of the brain, this will be produced. And we are also going to be using NLP over here as we want to provide the users for at least our version 1 with the information relevant to that particular medical condition which they have prompted. So for example, if it is MRI image of the brain, it will be going and searching about the MRI image of brain from Wikipedia. And for our mockup, we have used the Wikipedia API library, and it will extract the text from there. And also it will be adding some additional information, like in general about the MRI process. Yes, Shruti, go ahead.
Yeah, so the technologies that we have thus far used are for the complete substrate level of all the coding that we have done is using Python, and as well as integrating the Stable Diffusion AI API, as Shashwat has said. We have used different models of Stable Diffusion AI itself, like V1.4 we have used, and we have also used 2 to how the time is varying for the results. So that is also it can be developed after that in that as well. For the user side and just structuring the user interface and everything, we have just used simple HTML, CSS. We're just keeping it as simple as possible for just the MVP right now. And we have used Flask to build the server side of the application and handling the user requests as well at the same time. So it's a very lightweight web framework, so it's not heavy the entire process itself, because Stable Diffusion AI, like image generation itself, is a very heavy process. So we have kept it on the lighter side. And ultimately, we've also, of course, used Stable Diffusion AI API for the generating high quality medical condition images.
So now what will be the
yeah, go ahead.
So going to the benefit side of it. So first and foremost is the non-invasive imaging. So Radium eliminates the need for traditional imaging techniques, providing a non-invasive alternative for visualizing medical conditions. Second point is faster diagnosis. So faster diagnosis is because, as I said previously, also the normal process for taking an X-ray it at least takes a day, or at least it will take 5 to 6 hours in our current Indian scenario. yeah, the process may be small. We can in many hospitals also there are facilities of directly seeing the plates then and there, but through by using this Radium web interface, users can get it in a matter of a couple of seconds. Third and most important point is that it will be reducing the radiation exposure, so patients can actually avoid unnecessary exposure to ionizing radiation commonly associated with X-rays and other imaging methods. The fourth is enhanced accessibility. So, like our web application makes medical imaging accessible to a very broad audience. So, for example, there have been cases, medical cases, which even I personally have seen, where the patient cannot even travel to a particular diagnostic center or a hospital for getting their X-ray done. So right now there exists certain technologies for portable X-rays, but those are as good as going to the hospital, because it's a very big physical machine which is used. With this Radium, what the practicality of it will be, just it can run, first and foremost it will be a website. It will be inside everybody's mobile devices or laptops or anything, and doctors or even general users can just type in the symptoms and the as a prompt, and the imaging of it will be generated. And finally, it will be a very cost effective solution. Yes, talking in terms of there are stuff like freemium and freemium model and paid model and everything. So we have actually not yet decided about it, but we want to make this a very cheap and cost effective solution for medical imaging. And from the production side of view also, to set it up, apart from like, let's say, yeah, for running a machine learning model there will be a requirement of high end servers, but there won't be physical maintenance of machines or mechatronics objects like X-ray machines or MRIs, stuff like that. Yeah, Shruti.
Yeah, so the next steps that we are focusing on, firstly, is developing the MVP, because it's very minimalistic right now, just the bare bones that we need to focus on, and we need to develop on that. So this is just the core functionality of the text prompt input and the image generation using the Stable Diffusion AI API. So for the text prompt input, we also have to develop on that, because we need to use NLP to actually, for example, in future when it's going to be used, it's not going to be a couple of words, like we're not going to be asking for a general MRI of a brain, right? So we'll be asking for a very specific human specific kind of thing, that if a doctor's report is given for as a prompt, then it can generate for that particular person. So that is going to be one thing. User testing and feedback, of course, for any web application, that is of utmost importance, as well as since it's a medical thing. So we need to have some sort of reference from the medical community, because as developers we are not going to see all of those sites. So that is going to be very important, as well as the user testing to gather feedback and identify more areas we can of course improve upon in future. So other than that, we also need to focus on the integration and optimization, fine tuning the integration of NLP, as I said, and generative models, because it's very heavy. So it's having to go through all of the processing that it needs to do. Such a heavy model cannot do that in a very time efficient way that we need for that we need to like get the need of an X-ray or CT scan that takes a lot of hours, or like moving or anything. So to cut down on that, we need to make it time efficient. So that is also a very important priority for this. And of course, after that, we need to scale and expand based on user feedback, which is of course, and market feedback from the medical community as well. Scaling the application, adding additional features as we get more input from the medical community as well, because they will of course be having more inputs on that from the human perspective, and expanding the range of medical conditions and imaging modalities supported. Yes, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so if I have to conclude our Radium, our web application, it is aiming to change the field of medical imaging by leveraging the power of NLP and generative models. Our current, if I talk in terms of current research, yes, there have been researches published in journals where there have been comparative studies of using DALI 2 to generate images, to generate medical images. So I think the paper is called Generation of Radiological Images using DALI 2. And also at the same time, Google is also doing something, but it's in the field, it's specialized to eye care. So, but we apart from this, in Radium, we are also conducting independently our own research to develop this and actually make this a reality, because it will be kind of paving the way for a new era of non-invasive diagnostics and treatment planning. So join us in this groundbreaking journey to transform medical imaging and shaping the future of healthcare. And thank you for this. That was our presentation.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Shashwat and Shruti, can we go with the demo?
Yes, so like for the demo, we actually we submitted everything in a collab file, where we actually because it was not possible to make the whole thing in one day. So what we did is that we submitted the collab file where we have ran the model with the results. So this is the main PY using the stable diffusion P4. So I'm actually not running because it is going to take a lot of time. So it takes 25 minutes just to run this kind of this model. But we have the results in front of us. So this is the front end from the prompt, and so the result which is producing it right now is, so this is the image which is produced with the prompt yeah, so I have the prompt written
Right,
over here. Yeah, so a brain suffering from cancer. So this was the prompt given, and this was the image which was produced. And for the web scraping part of it, we have used the Wikipedia API, where it's just a simple API where we are just passing the prompt which was given, and it is extracting it from there. In our future models, as I said, we are going to also use keyword extraction techniques from MP or from BERT or Raccoon or Yake, or using any of those transformers models, and then actually identifying the keywords and scraping it from there. And if I have to show the web page, this is I think, yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Yeah. Is this visible? So this is the home page actually. So this is where we are actually having to enter the prompt, and this one is the result page. So this was, as I told, this was just a mock-up kind of a thing. So because we actually didn't have the time to develop into a fully functional app, because it took us a lot of time to actually train this model and fine-tune this, to even just like run this model, because our computers were constantly kind of crashing off due to some kind of various reasons. So but we were quite sure that we actually want to use this for for better for the healthcare system, and as well for the better of humanity also. So we instead, we also had other ideas, so we actually ditched that, but we focused on this, because at the end of the day, if we can actually work on this would be not only better from a hackathon point of view, but from in general for the medical community also.
Yeah, I will also add that we have actually made all the front end and the integration part using the Flask, so it's completely integrated. And the only problem is the thing. Actually, the Stable Diffusion AI is very heavy to be run at a very. It's running at like 25 minutes to even produce a brain scan. So it's going to take a lot of time for it to actually produce an image in the web page. So that is why we're not going to be able to demonstrate, but it's completely like integrated. So, and we've also tried with different models of Stable Diffusion to check the different time that we are needing. So one was taking 20 minutes, another was taking 25 minutes. So there's not much of a change right now. So yes, that is what we're going for right now. And of course, NLP will also get a more heavy load on it. So making this more efficient is a big priority right now for this as well.
And this is also the reason which is kind of also highlighting a research gap, because there are no specific prompts. So for example, since for this purpose of this hackathon, we may have used a Stable Diffusion API, which is a pre-trained model actually. But if we do the same thing by training with, let's say, 20,000 images of X-rays or 20,000 medical images specifically, and we kind of create a general adversarial neural network, so then the quality of results will also be a lot more precise to the medical, like it will be respecting the rubrics of actually a medical of how a medical image should be. So that is the reason why also during our presentation we said that our ultimate goal is to create a model ourselves where it will be kind of it will be kind of following just it will be just specific for medical images only, because otherwise, like let's say for example with this mockup, actually people right now can be generating any image because we are just using an API of a pre-trained model. But if we have to use it for specifically for medical images, we have to also train it in on the model of for a very large medical data set, which again will take some time, because there is also in the market, we did some research also, as I said, we have been working on this. So there are not so the lack is because there is no proper pre-processed data set available freely for these medical images, because those are very private things, many people don't want to share it. So that will be also another challenge, that is to creating the data set.
Right.
Now, I have few questions that I would
Yeah.
like to ask. Okay. So you mentioned about the MRI, like people going there and they can use this app on their phone and everything.
Yeah.
So let's just assume, like, if I'm having pain on my hand,
Yeah.
okay, and if I enter like, hey, I have I having pain in my hand in the left portion of the area, it will generate an image which may
Yes.
show that my hand is broken, but in fact it may not be, right? So how would
uh,
we know the correctness that the symptom is
yes.
correct?
So like addressing to that, our text prompt won't be just as we kind of mentioned also, our text prompt won't be exactly just like generating let's say generating an like let's say our symptoms is just hand pain, let's say. But we cannot just generate a medical image of that, because we will be needing a lot more we have to be a lot more specific. So let's say for example, while we are training the model, we have to first we have to find some correlation factors using linear regressions and everything to find a pattern let's say for example we train so like there is this popular data set of breast cancer data set from which is freely available in UCI machine learning repository. So that is consisting of, let's say, 10,000 data sets, 10,000 sets, which is a 20-dimensional. I'm just giving a hypothetical example. So 20-dimensional kind of symptoms are there, where we are actually able to predict whether a person will be suffering from breast cancer or not, if we are if we are going to just give a prompt to it. So as this is going to be a very complex kind of a thing, our training will not only involve the GAN part of it, but also to predict which disease actually the person is suffering from. So let's say our first version of it is just going to focus on brains. Okay, so like our first is just going to be uh, on the brains part of it. So let's say we are just focusing on the brain damage kind of thing. So on that for that, what we'll be doing is, first we are going to be training a data set where the model will be able to predict what disease the person is suffering from, what may be the possibilities. Yes, there has to be fine tuning there, and based on that an image will be created. So that's what we are going to
Like
do.
we
So
do
that's
need
our
the diagnosis for it,
yeah,
like
yeah,
as I said, like a doctor's report, like a very like informative report is would be very useful for it to actually, like, different locations in the body, like left part of my hand is not a very descriptive thing. So in a
yes,
doctor's report, there's going to be some like rubrics or like something to measure it on, and to have a particular diagnosis is going to be helping as well. And also for later on, the data set that we need, there's going to be more research on that as well, because many things can qualify as hand pain, as you said, Amna.
yes,
So there's going to be a need for the NLP is not going to be only for the what is on the doctor's report and what we are going to generate from it, but also from the data set itself, that what can exactly qualify as different diseases and medical conditions. So yes.
yeah.
Thank you very much for the answer, and thank you very much for the submission. I really enjoyed it. Like first, I like the name, the radio.
Thank you,
It
thank
was
you,
Thank you
really
so
nice to
much.
that. Right?
thank you so
And
much.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Do you have any other questions that you want to ask?
Yeah, I do have one question, and I would like to have a very concise answer to it, like
Yes,
not a detailed one. So, and because we are already out of time, so the question is, Shashank and Shruti. that how you come up with this particular problem and how exactly, what is exactly the use of it in the real problem statement, like what and how you are looking forward to that this technology of yours going to help thousands of people out there and would be in use after 2 years or 3 years down the line. So like, yeah, so
Yeah.
I just want a concise answer from your side for this. Like, how, what
Yeah.
is your vision with this? So yeah.
So like our vision with this is to kind of make healthcare, like make quality healthcare cheap and accessible to everybody. As I said that right now this form of medical imaging is very much it's expensive. First of all, there's traveling required. Many people are in MRI, it's very risky, so when you go inside the machine it's very risky. That is one thing. And second and foremost thing is that from a personal point of view, we are from the same college, so we actually had an interest on on image generation and everything. So we were also kind of finding it on how to better use it in actually in a real world scenario. So that's how we kind of came out with this, because there have been medical issues in almost everybody's family, and almost every doctors today suggests to get a scan, get a brain scan and everything. So if just we could have something on our phone which just does this just on a few clicks of a button, then it will be marvelous. It is nothing less than marvelous. So that's what we're trying to do.
All right, understood. Cool, then. So all the very best with your research for this.
Thank
I
you.
guess
Thank you.
Thank you so
Madras
much.
is known for the research of it, different domains, and you can
Yeah.
interact with biotech people and the biology.
Yes.
All the very
Yeah.
best for your
Thank you.
research, and I hope the more you will be researching on AI and on the imaging perspective and on biology itself. I think you will be doing well. So all the very best.
Thank you.
Congratulations for presenting
Thank you
over
so
here
much.
for
Thank you.
making
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much
much.
for the well wishes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Deepti, do you have any other questions?
No, Pooja. That's fine. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
the wonderful presentation, Shashwat and Shruti.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Alright. Hi guys, thank you so much. You may leave and join the YouTube stream. We'll be
Okay.
back.
So like
Okay.
the other now the other presentations will be happening and the results will be
Yes.
following that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can
Thank
watch
you so
these
much.
on the
Thank
YouTube
you.
stream. Cool.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Alright.
you. Yeah.
Cool. I guess the next presentation is with Kanchan.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
already added her.
Hi Kanchan.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
Hey, Kanchan.
Fine. Good
How's your
evening, ma'am.
Sunday going?
Good evening, sir.
Now, right?
How's your Sunday going on?
It's okay. I'm just preparing for this. That whether I was waiting for a result, that whether I will be qualified for this exam, this round or not. I was having so much in a tension that whether my idea will be qualified for these rounds and all. So
Cool.
I
Alright.
was
So
just waiting for these results.
nice.
No worries.
Okay.
Well,
From which
I
part
saw
of
your
India?
project.
Huh?
You're from
Sorry.
which team?
From which part of India you are? Delhi?
I'm from Indore, Madhya Pradesh.
Indore. Okay. All right. Cool. Enjoy the summer with AI then.
Quite hot air. It's air in no uh, cool airs and everything. We have to just keep on stand. We cannot visit outside. Also, it's quite hot and
Yeah, it's
it's
too
so
hot in Delhi. Don't worry.
yeah.
We are in the same category. Cool. All right, then, Kanchan, all the very best for your presentation. And yes, go ahead. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
No, not yet.
Not now. I'm going to add Kanchan.
Yeah,
Give
ma'am.
me a minute. Yes, now it's visible.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'm starting with my presentation. This presentation I will be I'm a single member of this team. Okay, So here the problem statement which is given to us is to create a unique and creative prompt using a OpenAI and Hugging Face for the model to respond. Now the problem when I was preparing for when saw this problem, then I come to know that give generally now the new thing, a new technology come, or the new concept comes with us is open AI, where, or we can say the conventional or a generative AI, right? So the problem, after seeing the prompt or their user interface, I used to face many problems, like when we want to extract some data, it is quite helpful for us, but we have to give the tags or string to process the data and all. The thing which I noticed, and the thing which I thought that it should be included in the that prompt or user interface is like including taking data in the form of image, doc, video, so that the the model can be trained in that way also, so the data can be in the this format also. So in this app I have created using the Python, and in this I will be using the libraries like the like transformer and all, ethic inter for GUI application. So when in this, whenever the user used to click on a button that is upload image, the dialog box will be appearing, and they can select their image. And in this app I will be using this image, we will be detecting what all uh, object in the form of vegetable or food products, we will be taking as that as an input, and then we are providing that same input as a prompt to OpenAI, and then it can generate a recipe with the help of this. So after selecting an image, it will be displaying in the windows, and the image will be processed using the DETR model, and the recipe descriptions are generated using the detected object, and they are displayed in the text box. So the working procedure of ChatGPT OpenAI model is this: they will be taking first they will be taking the string from the prompt, and which will be served as a seed for model, and then they will be directed to produce an answer for the user. Then it was encoded in the with the help of encoder, with then its generation, then pre-processing everything, and then decoder, then we will get the answer what we for what the desired answer which we are asking for. Now the APIs I have used the open API open AI's API, so that's why I thought that it's quite important to, so that we can have a simple knowledge what is API. The API is a like a switch which we are using in our homes, like whenever we plug in a circuit, then we used to get electricity to charge our laptop and everything electrical devices, and like the same thing, the same working is of API too. Now it is my working the app, how it's work, it is in the form of this. So I will be playing my video that how it's working. Now the user has selected a image, that after processing the model will give us a recipe for the given image after detecting the object. The link of the projects which I have shared with you all also, that with the help of Google Drive. Then the future scope our project is that we are giving the prompt string to process in the in the code itself, but we can make a text box where we can give the user can give the instructions or a thing which he wants from the OpenAI or from our model. Then we can use the, like we have uploaded image, then we can use video content extractions that will be for recipe social media on. We can share the same thing, our recipes which we have made, or the recipe procedure how we will be making this recipe. It can be shared on the social media platform also. Then we can give the multilingual supports to text to speech. Integration is quite important, and speech to text is also quite important, because some the user who are not capable enough to write, or maybe he is not or she is not educated, then in that case that text speech to text is quite efficient for that user also. That the document processing also we can use for not for the not only for the purpose of generating a recipe or for publishing the books or a recipe book, but we can use this in the other formats also, like making a correction or a grammatic, finding out finding the grammatical mistakes in our document. So then integration with the smart appliances also we can do it, as it is example of IoT too, that it can be connect the app can be connected with the smart kitchen appliances such as smart oven, cooking robots, to so that it can be integrated in a proper format. And it can be also integrated with the food delivery services like Swiggy, and other apps also, so that the whenever there is any requirement which is not available with the uh, person who is cooking, so they can order from there itself. And the main purpose of making this app is to make a single app where and convenient app for one who used to cook, so that they don't have to visit a different website to purchase food items, or like again going again and again to check whether whether temperature is normal or not. So it will be very helpful for this app will be helpful for one who is in the cooking profession, or for our uh, housewives also, because they because at the same time they can do other works also, like cooking, like smart we can say that whenever we used to cook our vegetable or subjis, so that time using this app they can control their smart appliances too, so it will be time saving, and it will be very helpful for them also. uh, the bibliography from where I studied all these things and prepared this app and all. And then thank you ma'am, I am done with my presentation.
Thank you very much, Kanchi.
Correct.
That was a nice presentation and a very great idea. I like the concept, the use cases that you put through. And hey, maybe like we can put it in the fridges, and you can detect things that you're missing, and then you can order. That was a very nice use case that you presented. That's the feedback from my side. Maybe other will provide more.
Thank you ma'am.
Um, yeah, I think the other day, like just a few days back, I was also thinking the same, that right now OpenAI just takes, or ChatGPT just takes a text-based input, not the an image-based input. So I think it's a good idea from that perspective. And there is one product which literally lines up with your use case and idea. It's called Chef GPT actually, where
Yeah.
you can you know just click the picture, upload it, and it will give you the recipe about that. So I think your idea is also synchronizing with that company, so you can have that company as your role model or look at like how they are doing and can make your product. In fact, I really like your idea to integrate it with Swiggy or the other food giants which are out there in the market.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck. And I would like to ask one question though, like how are you, like are you literally serious for this particular idea, or it just came out for this
No,
hackathon and
ma'am. Actually, I'm very serious about this because we are the because I'm the CS student, so I used to check whenever the new things come in the market and everything. So I just think it. I was thinking that it just open AI platform lacks something. They should include all these things also, because it the one who is professional or maybe having some knowledge about this IT field and all, they will be able to use this platform. Others are not able to, because some are working with only on the digital platform only, on using the images only, or for the text only the video creations and all,
Hmm.
and subtitles and all. We can just upload the video on the platform, and then the chat gpt, or we can say OpenAI platform, with the help of OpenAI model, the video contents can also be extracted. I think that it is quite good platform, and if it integrated with other platforms too, means other features, then it will be very helpful for all of us, and it will give the new direction to research about this generative AI or a conversational AI. So I thought it is quite good, and I am thinking that I could take this app in my major projects also, and minor projects. So I was thinking that I could make it.
Okay. And are you thinking to make a business around it, come up with an MVP and sell it, or it's just for your majors, like just a project for
If
exam?
it is I'm okay with anything actually. If my idea is good, and if I'm able to make some nice app, and which will be very helpful, or make it, or I should show that if somebody is interested in this, then I have no problem. I will going with that.
Cool. All
Very
right.
happy that my ideas can be come in the market too. So quite
Yeah, I
happy.
mean, yes, the business use, like I would really say that it have the business use case, and you are direct. It's kind of D2C, like direct to customers, not a B2B segment. But it can be like it can be a next big thing to for the food giants which are there. And yes, so yeah, definitely it can be a big thing coming up. So your idea is good, I would say. So all the best, keep doing it. And yeah, that's it from my side. Deepti.
Yeah, well, I really like your idea, Kanchan.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, yeah, so bits and piece things are here and there which you can assemble all together. You can put all the concept together around the conversational AI, as well as you can put some flavor of, say, NLP, and all together you can just rock the show. Yeah. So, a very good luck to you, Kanchan.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Our pleasure to have you here. And
Thank
good
you.
luck.
It's my pleasure to come in front of you and present my views and ideas. It's my pleasure. For Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm very
Oh, praise the
grateful.
Lord.
All
Cool,
right.
cool.
Thank you.
Our
Herman
pleasure.
must be
Yeah,
pleasure
we wish you.
present, sharing. Like you must have heard sir first time, I think. Otherwise, I'll call you Arman only.
Yeah.
So this is the first time content.
No,
Cool.
no,
All
there is
right,
other one who does.
okay, perfect. All
Used
right.
to, used to.
Okay, who used to? Okay, that I don't know. Perfect. All
Uh,
right. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Kanchan. Bye bye. And yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. So, who is the next, Pooja? Is it
Um.
Siddharth? Siddharth Jain?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to add him. Yeah. Hello, Siddharth.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hi Deepthi,
Yes.
hi Aman, hi Pooja. Yeah, can you also add my another team member Priyadarshana if she's on backstage?
Sure. Hey,
Hello,
Priyadarshana.
everybody. Good
Hi.
evening.
Hi. Hi,
Yeah,
Priyadarshana.
good evening everyone.
Hi Siddharth, hi Priyadarshana. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we are doing
We're
fine.
doing great.
It was a
Oh, you're
really
already
hectic day, like hack day.
that
So
means it's a hot day. Yeah.
no, like a
Everyone.
Same.
hectic day
Hectic day.
because of
Because of this AI?
because of
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So we ruin your Sunday?
No, it was actually very fun. Like we enjoyed it a lot, and it was like we learned a lot actually.
Okay.
Like
Have
for
been
Actually, it
me
was
any
the
and
first
Priyadarshana,
time
right,
where we were doing anything related to AI. We do not
right,
have much knowledge about it, but we tried, and yeah, it was pretty enjoyable.
cool.
yes,
Yeah, that was our like that's what our objective was to help
right,
to let people dive into the AI to get through it and understand what exactly it is. Because once like in our semesters, if it is an artificial intelligence subject also, then also we don't care about it. But if it
right,
is a
Yeah.
competition, we literally do care about the prize.
right.
And yeah, we do get to learn a lot of things by that.
So, perfect. Nice. All right, guys. So over to you. All the very best for the presentation.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you. Just a second. Is my PPT visible?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. It says it's processing.
Okay.
I hope it is visible right now.
Yeah, it is visible.
So we named our project as Caption Craft. So it is basically an AI caption generator. Our team name was Bits and Bytes. We have two members, Siddharth Jain and Priyadarshana Jain, as you already know. So this is the overview of our project. So basically, we have created a AI powered bot to generate captions for images, and it can be used in various test like use cases such as social media and for marketing as well. We'll get to that in the later slides. So we have tried and created something very user friendly, and we have also talked about these technologies in the later slides. We have used caption generation based on the contents of the images and the user inputs. So let's move ahead. So the purpose of this project was to suggest some catchy captions for our images to basically for any purpose. The test case could be like uploading some images to Instagrams. We all are in need of like catchy captions to make our posts even more fun and interactive. So it can be used for social media marketing. As we all know, we get a lot of notifications from Swiggy, Zomato. Those are very interactive kind of ads. It can be used in that ways as well. It is useful for content creation, for creative ideas, and it also aims to save time and improves the quality of the captions. So basically, we have used uh, Hugging Face, ChatGPT, Streamlit, and Python. Hugging Face for pre-trained models, which could just like describe the image if we upload something. Suppose if you're given a picture describing so what it would do is like we have used some pre-trained models which could describe the entire image. And chat gpt, like what we have done is we've used some we've used the Hugging Face output like whatever model that we have used, and some, like, it is optional but it is still there, like um, some user input as well. So we are combining both the literature, s- um, both the inputs, and we're feeding it into the chat gpt api, and it is giving us some output which is a caption. Streamlit is used for the AI, sorry, the UI, which is to be created for the user for a smooth experience. For And Python is basically language used in the entire process. So let's move ahead to the implementation. First of all, we have done is first of all we have um used model selection. We have basically used chat gpt as the uh, model language for caption generation. We have fine tuned the chat gpt api so that the it can work specifically for image caption dataset and generation. We have integrated it with hugging face to utilize the libraries which are already there um, to describe the entire image. We've used Streamlit framework to create an intuitive user interface for image caption generation. Backend development we have implemented the necessary backend components to handle image processing and caption generation. We've also used VIT GP2 for image captioning, OpenAI text completion API. So basically this was all about the implementation. Siddharth, now you could please do the demo.
Yeah, sure. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Can you stop sharing your screen?
Okay.
My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's jump directly to the app. So this is our page. So as you can see, this is a AI caption generator, and it's a very simple UI because it can be enhanced further, but due to the time constraint, they have kept it limited to few options. So there's a simple upload button, drag and drop file here. So and there is some basically a text input field. Tell me something more about this image. So let's try this out. Let's go to browse files, and there are a few images that I have. Let's try this image. So uh, I have uploaded that image, and as we know, that image was related to basically, yeah. So as we saw, that image was related to basically a picnic or a team outing kind of thing. So let's check that. And if we, this is optional field, tell me something more about this image. So let's say like a fun outing in the sun with friends. Maybe this was the event. We can add something like that, and we'll click on submit. So this is the image that we uploaded. This is the summary, and this is the summarization. A woman sitting on a blanket reading a book, and the caption is enjoying the sun and a good book with friends. Hashtag fun outing. So this was the caption that ChatGPT text completion API suggested. Let's try it out with another image. So yeah, let's pick some new image, not tested before. Let me find an image. Let's take up my picture itself. So I've taken my picture, and I remember that this was from my trip with my friends. So memorable trip uh, with let's just say a memorable trip to Bhutan from where the picture was. So let's try this picture. So this is the picture. A man in red shirt and standing in front of mountain. This is the summary of the image and caption: taking in the beauty of Bhutan, memorable trip. So this was the caption it generated. We can also try it without captions. So let's just remove this thing and let's see what it generates. So without this additional text, taking in the beauty of nature, mountain view. This is the basically the caption that it could generate. So this was the demo. I'll also give you the code walkthrough. The code is fairly simple. Uh, so we have Streamlit API, and we are actually combining the summary and the user generated, what we call the user input, uh, the user input and the additional info and the summary, and feed it to the chat gpt api, and it generates the caption. And we already have a so the question comes like, how are we fine tuning the chat gpt model? So we have a pre-prompt text that we have generated. So we are using this pre-prompt, we are actually fine tuning the chat gpt model. And then this is the other part of code where we like generate a caption. There are other parameters also that we can fine tune, but like to keep it simple, we have set the default values. And yeah, that is it, the code part. Yeah, yeah. So moving ahead with you, Pridarshana, I'll
Okay.
I'll continue with the remaining slides. So this was the code walkthrough and demo. Yeah, the future work. So yeah, Pridarshana.
Yeah. Just a moment.
Yeah, you can read it out
Is
from
my
my screen itself.
okay?
Okay, okay, you are also sharing the screen. You can
Yeah.
read it out from my screen only.
Okay. Could you like I am not able to see the text. Okay. I'm able to see my PPT.
Okay, let me stop
So
sharing. Yeah,
as we're already done with code walkthrough and demo, now I'll move to future scope or future work. So it like we have made it in English. Basically, it can also be made in various languages. Like there can be support languages such as Hindi and all the other languages. As we know, majority of the people who live in India speak Hindi, so that can be useful as well in incorporating object recognition and sentiment analysis. Maybe like if we're looking at a picture and if we could like extract the sentiment of the picture, like if it is sad or happy or like hopeful, if a AI model could generate or extract the sentiments, we can like work on it and like select the mood of the picture and suggest the captions accordingly. And it can also be like user customized. So if we're talking about a particular person, if we know he or she is like speaks in a particular tone, or is joyful, like we can use the prompts like their speaking style or something like that, and
yeah.
generate
So basically, we can add options like what should be the tone of the caption. So
yeah,
is it to be sarcastic or like a humorous, or
humorous
what kind of
or
tone do you want?
serious
So
or
we
formal,
can add
something
these
like
kind
that.
of customizations.
It can be also like integrated with social media apps such as Instagram. So it like on real time it is generating all the captions for the users, and that would be very useful for people like us. And like by continuous like training, it can also be improved like by its performance. So these are all the future scopes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank
That's
you for
Thank
pretty.
the.
you. Okay.
Any
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
questions we like to?
Yeah, I do have. I have. So you talk about the multi-language support, right? So
Yeah.
do you know like GPT-3? Because like I know you said right, like you don't have any prior background in AI, right? So assuming that, do you know like GPT 3 and 4 support multi-language? So if you give your prompt, like basically if you type anything in Hindi, it's gonna reply in Hindi as well.
Yeah, so basically for it can reply. So for our basic AI app that we have, sorry, the basic application that we have created, we can basically create a drop down kind of something, that which language do you want to generate, and we can add all the options that chat gpt currently supports or will support. And we can actually add that as a prompt in the prompt itself, that okay, generate captions only in Hindi because the user has requested it. So that can be another thing, but due to lack of time we could not implement it. So that is the future scope.
Okay. That was the question from my side. Do you guys have any other question that you want to ask Pooja and Deepti?
Yeah, I do have certain questions. So Siddharth, I would like to ask, and Priyadarshana as well. Um, there are, lot of content writing products already there in the market, where you can even generate your, like, specifically, for certain, not specifically for caption, but yes, you can generate your LinkedIn post, your Facebook post. But I think, you are like giving the input as a text, which is very different from what they generate and do. So how, you are seeing this as your project? So, like, my question is moreover, I should reframe it, like, was this idea only from the this vision that you need to present this idea as the hackathon, or is it something which you would like to really work on in the near future, as well as your AI project or product, or a business idea or something like this? So yeah, what's your vision with that?
Yeah, sure. So I'll take this question. I've been, so basically, I'm not from the like CS background, or even Priyadarshana is not from CS background, and you know that the buzz about AI is like going all around, like Chat GPT and everything. So I wanted to dive, like jump on this thing and like try my hands over this Chat GPT thing and everything. So we took this hackathon as an opportunity. And like I used to think about all, so we all know that like AI is going to be disruptive. We can already say that so many projects are coming up, and so many startups are coming up. They are like so useful, and the way we are going to do work, it's going to totally change. Like no longer we are going to like write emails and think about it. We are going to have integrations in almost every software that we are going to use. So I started writing out some ideas that I could implement in future, and I'd be very ambitious to say it, but yeah, maybe like turn a startup out of it. But yeah, that was the initial plan. And I saw this hackathon, and I thought that it can be a good opportunity to get my hands dirty, at least in this AI and ML field. And then I read the second round's problem statement, that this is the thing, that we have to like build something prompt based. So from there I got this vision, okay, like this can be a good thing. And I currently do not, so I've been using chat gpt quite a lot, but I do not see a image input as such in that field. So I thought it would be a good idea to like add that functionality also, and use gpt apis to come up with certain kind of application. So yeah, like regarding the broader vision, yeah, I would like love to work on it and like further expand this if possible. Because yeah, this has been something on my bucket list like from quite some time.
Good. Like, really amazing that you guys were able to do something out of AI without any serious background in just like coming up with a really good, problem statement and the solution as well. So from
Yeah,
like
thank you.
yeah, seeing the metrics, I think it's commendable, and you did like literally good job. Um, what else I do have? I think yeah, that's it from my side. Deepti, do you have anything else from your side?
Yeah, Pooja, I have one question, Siddharth and Priyadarshana. So what if I'm going to change the image scenario, right? As you mentioned about the sentiment analysis part. So I want you to change that image. Instead of image, you are going to uh, put the sentiment of a person. Say, today I'm not in a very good mood, right? So how exactly you are going to implement that approach? What would be your approach for the same.
So from what I understood from the question is that image would be there, and we are going to ask for another input, like the user's mode, what, like how the user is feeling today, right?
Yeah, or if at all, on the other way, you can say that we don't have the image, right? We have replaced the image with the text. We don't have
Okay,
the image.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I think so. Basically, what currently we are doing is we are doing text to text only. It's basically we are summarizing that image and creating a text out of it, and then we are adding the user's prompt, and using both these two triggers, we are generating the caption. So in that case, we would just have the sentiment of the person, plus if he has something about the post that he wants to add, that line, which is the additional information, and combine these two to get the caption. So here, so that would be that would how it would look in, like if we replace the image, we can replace the image and we can just ask the user to like explain about his mood today. So maybe he can say that it was a very tiring day and whatever like he has in mind, and we can combine that and like any additional information about the image, and we can simply put it in the model. So the image part is just used to extract the summarization text of the from the image, so that would be easy to implement, I think.
And we particularly used image part because ChatGPT doesn't provide that functionality. So we thought like it would be good if like we can use some images, because if we talk about ChatGPT, it can do pretty much anything if we're talking about text to text. So we wanted to bring this 2D thing in the picture. Like we all wanted some images, and we wanted to like uh, collaborate with it and create something.
Right.
Okay. That's really great to know, and wish you a very good luck for your ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everyone, thank you
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity.
Thank you.
Oh, before you leave, I just want to ask you a question. Like, which major are you doing? From which major you are from?
Yeah, I'm from electronics, and the Priyadarshini is also from electronics and electrical. So we have not studied AI or ML as per our curriculum and everything. So yeah, like today we were just trying to like it was a puzzle kind of thing. Okay, how do we use this Chat GPT API? And like some
Yeah.
friend told that okay, you can use Streamlit. So we were exploring okay, how is Streamlit used? We had the coding programming knowledge because of our like background, but not the AI ML knowledge. So that is something
Yeah.
that we wanted to get our hands on.
And it is very
Nice.
trendy these days, and like future is AI, so we thought let's give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, we are a AI startup, so obviously, like, we know, like,
Right.
the future is there. That's why, like, we are there.
No, it's present, not even future.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, man.
Yeah.
cool. So, all right. Yeah, the last thing which I would say is so that please check your emails on time. Do check your emails.
Yeah, really sorry. So actually, I was traveling there from tomorrow. Yeah, like really sorry about that. I missed that quiz
No, it's
thing.
like
So
this is totally understandable, but for the for the future, something like
yeah,
this, keep on checking your emails or spam folders because sometimes there's very important information over there. So yeah, be active over there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll look into that thing. So I'll turn on the notifications for sure. That is very sure.
yeah, sure. All right, perfect. Just kidding. From that perspective, don't take it personal.
No, no. I mean, it's a good recommendation there because, like, right now it's a hackathon, so it's adjustable. Like, we can adjust the timing and everything. But when you go professional, things become very different, right? Your time
Right.
and your commitments are very important. So maybe just get a
Yeah.
calendar, just install a Google Calendar. So any event just happens, just it's gonna get added to your calendar,
Right.
and then
Right.
you'll get the notification.
Yes.
All right, DP.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
And
Thank you
good
for
luck
this
for the future.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right. So
You are mute, Deepti. I think this is live, right?
Yeah, it's live. Yeah.
So I think we need to conclude the results. So I'm texting you.
Oh, hold up. We have to consist. Let's wait for them at least. 1 minute. So, do we have Pooja here? Not the Pooja Gupta, but other Pooja.
Oh, the fourth team.
Yeah. Sleepy, can you see someone?
No, I don't see.
Okay. So let's move to the fifth one. Uh, do we have Kushal Sharma?
Seems he has not yet joined.
So in that case, let's conclude the results for the three teams because we already informed them about the time and we are already over time, so that's okay.
So just give us 2 minutes so we can discuss and then we'll have service.
Sure.
So everybody is present here. Are we ready for the announcement? Like who have won the round? Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, I was my headphones were muted, so I couldn't listen. Like people were saying yes. Go ahead, Miss Manager. Announce the list, please.
Cool. I will like. Yeah, we are right. All right. Um, Perfect, guys. So team A, B, and C, I would say, all did a very good job, and we were like literally, there was a moment where we were not able to decide whom to give this first prize, like who is the finalist, because it was kind of very tough to make the decisions. But we had the metrics in place, which we shared with you guys, with you all in the email as well, like the creativity of prompt, the demo in during the presentation, and like how you present your ideas, what is your vision with the ideas. We took all these things into the consideration, and after considering all these things, I think the you know the right winner for this hackathon is the team Bits and Bytes, that is Siddharth Jan and Priyadarshana Jan. So very very congratulations, guys, and yeah, we literally hope you all the best in your future endeavors. How you would be, exploring AI and all those things. We have like literally very high hope from you, both. So keep on doing good work, and yes, all the very best for your future. Other than this, team
And
and B as well, you guys also did a very fantabulous job. I won't say that your model was any less, or your project was any less. It was a good one, nevertheless. But yes, like we need to come up with the results. So this is just the thing. But keep on doing the work you are working on, and make sure that you don't like leave these projects in between. AI is fun, AI is present, so keep on doing and keep on growing. So yes, these are the closing remarks from my side. But yes, and you wanted to say something.
yeah, I was saying, please don't forget to check your emails, like the winner especially, and others as well, because there are some other goodies that you may receive. So please don't forget checking them.
So heartiest congratulations to both of you. So since yeah, Pooja, are you saying something?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So is there anything else from your side you want to say something, Arman and Pooja?
So, guys, this was like literally good. I think a very good opportunity for all of us, including Talaya, conduct and but like Deepti was able to organize this for us. So thank you so much, Deepti, for organizing it, and for creating this knowledge base for the community around AI, which is literally a good effort from your side. So thank you so much for that. And guys, because we do this every year, like I am doing this with Dipti, I think from the past 2 years. So every year we come, this WIDS conference comes in, and we conduct such competitions. So whatever your feedback is for the competition, please do share that, because it gives us good vibes, as well as a room to improve. So yes, there is definitely a room to improve, over the unstop, where we have made this opportunity live, because there were a lot of confusion which raised in the initial round, in the round one, which or like generally happens every year. It's like a custom. So I was already accustomed to it, like I gonna get lots of questions, queries and all in the round one. But like once you are done with it, then in the round two and round three goes smooth. So I think that is because of the platform, and I'm so sorry if if any convenience is caused because of this to any one of you. And yes, let's keep moving. Please throw your feedback to us. Tag the vids and Dulaya.io. It's DOT, not dot. In your social media post, if you would like to share with about us, this will really help us keep motivating, doing right things for you. And yes, thank you so much. That's it. Thanks, Deepti. Thanks, Salman.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yes, Salman, please go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying like yeah, and for anybody like who has joined this event, please like if you want to join like Julia, like you want to see our product out, please join the waitlist and you'll get the priority access as soon as we are launched. So don't forget to join the waitlist.
Okay. Thank you so much, Arman and Pooja, for joining us and making this event successful. As Pooja said that please don't forget to share your feedbacks because that will really help us to improve. Yeah. So as we bring this remarkable event to a close, I stand here filled with gratitude and awe for incredible moment we have shared together. It has been an honor to witness such passion, enthusiasm, and dedication throughout our time here. First and foremost, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. Your presence here today has made this event a resounding success. We embarked on this journey with a common goal to learn, grow, and make a positive impact. And I firmly believe that we have achieved just that. The exchange of ideas, the networking opportunities, and the engaging discussions that have taken place here will undoubtedly um, far beyond the continue of this confines of this venue. So I would like to thank you all of you for your support. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Shelley and Judy for giving me this opportunity to host this event. And I would like to thank the whole Stanford University team for their time to time support. Yeah, so last but not the least, I would like to say that as we are departing from this gathering, let's carry the spirit of this event within us and let's harness the knowledge and connections we have gained to forge ahead in our respective fields, equipped with renewed inspiration and sense of purpose. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Ms. Deepti, for inviting us. July team is very happy and would like to support in future as well. Thank you very
My
much.
pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
So, bye guys. Bye everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye.